the future holds, it's exciting. Who knows what the future holds? I mean, I really hope that we're going to adapt to that new way of working. I hope that we're going to embrace the technology that we have. And I think, you know, the millennials get a really hard press. I think their approach is totally right. I really respect them for that work-life balance.
I think for the future for me, certainly from a HR perspective, is that speed of change now, and that's one of the reasons why I'm here today, to learn from other HR professionals in a different industry to mine. And I've got some great tips and hints that I'm going to take back to my organisation and hopefully implement that again. I'll make my property, my organisation, my industry a better place to work for everyone.
For me, the future of wellbeing is actually in the built environment. One of the reasons I work in a construction organisation. So looking at how the work environment that our employees work in will impact their health, and certainly in the retail environment, you know, you see if people are working in environments that are cared for, their kind of welfare areas are kept up and clean and looked after, people feel appreciated, and those things can make a real big difference to employee engagement.
I think in the future, I think there is an understanding now that data has to be a lot cleaner than it was before, and at the outset of an employment relationship, both parties need to be clear about what they are giving and what is being held about them, and it will be a much more streamlined process because of GDPR. I think the problem has been is that we weren't regulated properly, and therefore data wasn't managed properly, and now we're in a position where we're having to rectify that to make sure the processes are cleaner. I would see that in the future it may actually be easier because people have got to grips with what their obligations are.
To give you some context behind it, I've been within the business 6.5 years. April 2012, I was employee number 8 in London. We're now at 140, being October 2018. We are constantly looking to expand and grow and continue that education. The bread and butter in terms of our product offering is sponsored clicks, the cost per click model, but we're moving closer to the higher. So CPA, cost per application, which is done more by our branding products such as ITA Apply and ITA Brand. So for us, looking in terms of 2019 and 2020, continue to educate the market and continue to align the right product that's going to alleviate the pain that some of our clients are facing.
The technology landscape has probably changed the most than it has done in the last 100 years. And therefore, we need to change with it and the world of work. And it's not on the onus of the individuals to accept us, it's for us to keep pace with that. So my thing has been is when we have the apprentices and such like in, and I'm thinking about the business strategy and the people elements, I get them in on the focus groups. And some people say, well, they're an apprentice, they're 2 years in, what do they know? Well, they certainly know how they do transactions, what they want from the world of work, and they help create it. So I think really being, and that's quite hard for us in HR because we spend a long time being experts in certain areas, but the reality is that we really need these people to help us to understand what they want from the future too. They are our future leaders, they are our future workforce.
So the future for River Island is to continually evolve. Change is a constant, so you know we have to be ahead of the curve, looking for new opportunities in both the customer view and also the people view. So it's about looking for new opportunities, new ways of working, and enable us to continue to grow and be successful.